Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Rabbi.
This week's Parsha is Metzorah, and it talks about the leprosy that a person can have, tzaras, and one of the situations, one of the ways that it could express itself is by the stones on the person's wall of a house. So it says, V'chiltzu, the pasuk says, once that happens on the house and the kohen comes and he determines that this is actually tzaras, so v'chiltzu sa'avonim, they have to take apart the stones, asher bahen hanoga, which over there you have the tzaras. So the commentaries explain as follows: v'chiltzu, it doesn't say v'chilates, singular form, that the man, the owner of the house, has to take away the stones. It says v'chiltzu, and they should take the stones, they should gather the stones. Melamed sheshneim choltzim, this comes to teach us that both of them do it. Mikan Amr, from this we say, Oil Rasha, Oil Shechina, woe to the sinner and woe to his neighbor. That means a neighboring house. If you have attached houses, one to the other, so if the wall that received the tzaras is the wall that is connecting between the two houses, so even though the tzaras is on one side, so the other side, the neighbor has to also take off his stones. Now there are two ways that there could be stones in between the house. You could have one set of stones that they're shearing. So then it makes sense. Even though on one side it's clean, the other side is, has the tzaras, you got to take it down. But the Medrash expands and says that even if you have double stones, it depends. If you live in New York, if you live in the city, if you live in Brooklyn, you live in Long Island. Long Island, you're lucky you have maybe one set of stones, maybe as a facade, right? In Brooklyn, the house is like double, triple bricks. That's how they make them. So you can have double bricks. So even though the side of the person that's affected, you clear it, you still have another set of bricks that belongs to the other neighbor, you still have to take down that second set as well. On the other hand, Rashi follows a different opinion, and Rashi is only worried about the stones. He goes with the opinion that you only have to take down the stones of one side. If they're double stones, you only have to take down one side. What's the difference? Why does one opinion say you have to take both stones down, and one opinion says you have to take one stone down? It depends how far you express this concept of a person being affected by his neighbor. One holds it's at an external level. It's an external level. So you know what? As long as you have one stone between you and your neighbor, you're fine. He has to take down his stone, you're fine. But according to the other opinion, it says that whatever it is, it has an effect. So then you have to take down both stones. The Rambam talks about this also similarly, and it's a different topic, but it's a similar concept. The Rambam says if a person finds himself in a negative area, in a negative surroundings, everybody's doing things that are not correct, don't talk to them. Sit yourself in your house, because the effect of the surroundings has an effect on you. So you have to understand that when you have a neighbor and when you have a person, you have to be very careful what you take in, because everything without even realizing has an effect on you. It's very, very important to create your own environment. So it's brought down that a chassid, there's a saying, a chassid machta sviva, a chassid makes an environment. Don't be affected by the environment. You should be the one to create the environment around you. So like this, not only you're protected, but you're kind of giving off. And when you're giving off a positive energy, there's no time, there's no space for negative energy to affect you. Hashem shall help. We should be inspired. We should be able to do what we need to do. We should be able to be a sviva, to create the surroundings around us of positive and good things. And when we zeicha to tip the scale to the coming of Mashiach, B'kar Mamish. Amen.